Hi, everyone. This is a very different episode. In fact, it's not a full episode, more of an announcement than anything. We just wanted to honor you and let you know what's happening. And what that is we just feel a need to take a little bit of a break as far as the Good News podcast. And so, though we have many hundreds of episodes there for you to watch that will still be there available for you at any time, we won't be putting out any new episodes for the next several weeks. And we love the Good News podcast. We're committed to continuing it. We just feel the need to take a little break to strategize a little bit on how we're doing and what we're doing and how we're getting it out to more people, and just really believe there's actually more that we could do with it. We just need to take some time to plan that, to put maybe build the team up a little bit more, so we have some other people that can help us work at that. So we will certainly be back. Don't want to miss what a gift and what a blessing it is to have this podcast, the Good News podcast. We the vision that we started with continues to be strong. We believe that the world needs to hear good news, and a lot of times it's the bad news that we hear these days. And so we just felt, hey, that we can share stories and people's experiences and work that people are doing in great ways to just share some good news, some inspiration. The gospel literally means good news. We're good news people, so we really believe that this is a very creative way that we can share that gospel, the good news of Jesus, with more and more people. And that's what we want to continue to do. And we'll, like I said, we'll be thinking about how we can do that. It's been an amazing ride so far. We've been doing this for 3 years, every week putting out an episode. I just want to say a huge thanks to Matt Grosso and certainly Stephen Bennett as well. They and our tech team Matt in particular, has really taken on the role of producing the podcast. He does an incredible job of not only of the technical pieces, but the write-ups and the descriptions, and yeah, just appreciate Matt, and that's a huge accomplishment to have done this every week for 3 years. And again, would encourage you to go back, and I know I'm going to do that, to go back and look over some of your favorite episodes, some of the topics, the themes that come up, the conversations, the people that we've been able to have on the podcast. And God has blessed us. And I have to tell you, one of the gifts of the podcast from where I get to sit is to see the experience, to observe the experience of every single guest that has come in. Some guests probably most people had never heard of before. Some of our guests were fairly high-profile people that are very well known. It didn't matter who they were. There was just this experience of the Holy Spirit, this experience of God, where people left the studio uplifted, encouraged. Our guests did, pulling out their own story, pulling out the way God has been at work in their life and their story. So, we're grateful to celebrate and share good news. We're grateful for the experience that our guests have had. We're grateful for you, listeners, those who've been watching. Almost every week, we hear from somebody who has just been encouraged or inspired by one of the podcasts that's been released. And so we're grateful for you. Again, we're committed to continuing, but we're just going to take a little break. So you will know when it's coming, because we will get the word out for sure. We're looking forward to seeing what God will do after we take a bit of time to strategize and make some plans and go from there. So we certainly will see you again as far as the Good News Podcast family. Thanks again. Appreciate you and grateful for you being a part of this.